Is there any, like, when you finish a song, is there any, like, has any song ever stood out being like, oh, this is going to be huge for her, or this is going to be a huge one for him, or do you kind of have to keep them all kind of like not have hopes on anything?
I really can't. You do the record, and you know it's like raising children almost. You do the best you can to prepare them for the world, and then you hope they do well. Like,
because like for me, the first time I heard Demi Lovato's "Sorry Not Sorry," I was like, "Oh, this is a bop. This is a major song." I was like, "This is gonna go like for her."
That's awesome.
And
yeah.
so it's like for me, as just like a listener, I can hear that and be like, "Oh, this is gonna be like major."
Now, you know what? That song to me is the reason why. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. That song for me was the reason why you don't get your hopes up. Let me explain why.
Okay.
So we do the record.
You do that here, right? In this studio?
Yeah, we recorded some of the vocals we did at another studio. It was actually the first session we ever did with Demi. It was the first time I ever met her.
Were you in her documentary?
I was. Yeah, that documentary was shot right in this room. We did the record, and you sort of know, like, you know, you're doing the song and you're like, holy crap, this is going to be huge. And then you finish the song and everybody feels good about it. And then, you know, you mix it and you send it to the label and you're like, oh man, there's no way in hell they're not going to like this song. I didn't hear anything from them for like maybe a month.
Oh.
Like no one said anything. And I'm walking through the airport one day and I'm talking to my manager and I'm like, you know, talking about other stuff, and then I ask him, yo, what happened to this? Sorry Not Sorry. Like, we did this record with Demi. I thought the record was a smash. I felt really good. Yeah, we hadn't heard anything. And it crushed me because, like, I just knew. You just knew. Like, we just knew. Everybody in the room were all, like, smiling at each other. Like, oh, my God, we're all buying houses next year. Like, it was awesome, right? And then, yeah, we didn't hear anything for, like, a whole month. And then I happened to be sitting down. I happened to be working with Demi here. And then she tells me, yeah, I played the record for Jay-Z last night. And he thinks this is a smash. He thinks it should be my next record. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. You didn't have to ask Jay-Z this shit.
Right, you're like, I told you that.
I could have told you that. So then the record came out, and I was not wrong.
Yeah. Major.
It was scary for a while there, though.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a big fan of Demi, but I'm also very close with her personally as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like working with her is probably so crazy cool just because her voice is so unlike anybody else's out there.
Yeah.
Is she, like, in terms of, like, obviously working with different people, everyone has, like, a different vibe and things like that, but is she, like, super perfectionist in the studio?
She is, and to be honest with you, I try not to let her be. Because I feel like the best parts of songs are the imperfect parts anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? When everything's so good and so well put together, you know, I think it's the imperfections of things that make them unique and make them feel like good. Like might be an off note here, but the feeling might be awesome. So yeah, we fight a lot on that in that regard.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I'm the one controlling the actual equipment, so I usually win. Every once in a while, I like going to things like this because it's like sort of like a weekend away, and you know, hanging out. We were in like this huge house that they'd rented. It was awesome. So we're writing records for Demi with no expectation of her actually being there because, you know, she was busy or whatever. And so, you know, it's just people getting together to write songs for Demi Lovato to pitch, ultimately. And she calls me and she says, hey, are you at that camp? And I'm like, yeah, I'm there. I'm here, rather. And she goes, okay, well, I'm going to come up there. I need to talk to you about something. I was like, okay. So she comes up and she tells me about this specific situation that she was really dealing with. And it was just me and her in a room with my piano. And, you know, it was an honest conversation in song form. And I felt like the energy of that really transferred its way onto the record. Like I could really feel how she felt about that situation in the record still.
Is that situation, can you like know what that situation is when you listen to the song, do you think?
Do I know what that situation is?
Yeah, or like as a fan, when you listen to the song, can you kind of piece it together? Or is it kind of, did you guys write it to be a little bit like...
Well, you know, obviously there's elements of her private life that she's not going to want out there.
Right.
But the emotional part of it, You know what music is? Music is a way for me to transfer emotion from me to you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's I'm feeling a certain way, and I want you to feel the same way. I want you to feel apprehensive and excited at the same time.
I've had that exact same moment with Demi in particular, but I'm on the other end of it because I'm just a listener.
Right.
So I'm listening and I'm like relating to this song. One song in particular that she did is called In Case. And I told her, I go, you don't understand what this song did for me.
Yeah.
I was like, this brought me out of a really dark, like it made me feel like somebody knows how I'm feeling about this breakup that I'm going through.
Right.
And I was like, I don't think you'll ever know what that did for me. You know, so like it all kind of comes full circle because I'm the listener that's listening to the songs that you're helping these artists create, and it's like all, it kind of helps everybody feel less alone.
Yeah, but Tanya, listen, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. You know, I mean, we're all human, right? We all go through these things. We all want people to understand. Look, I'm dealing with this same problem too, and sometimes you can listen to a song and not really even listen to the lyrics and sort of get the vibe and the emotion of what this person is going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that song did that really effectively for me because I've spoken to a million people that have heard that record and said, "Oh my God, that's me."
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why. It's one of my favorite songs that I've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I think so many people connect to her specifically as an artist because she has been so open and so vulnerable and so raw.
That's true.
You know, and I think a lot of people can really, they see a lot of themselves in her. And
Right.
I think it's really awesome.
They really do.